Stitchy friends! You've come to my channel, Lost in Stitches. This is a channel all about cross stitch. I have lots to share with you today, so let's just dive right in. I have a big finish and a small finish, and I have about 6 or 7 whips to share with you, and then I will dive into my 2026 plans. So some of the things that I have kitted that I want to try and start this year. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these, and if you have any favorites, certainly leave a comment below, and if there are any fan favorites, I'll be sure to start those first. I do have 2 new starts that I'll go over with you. I have a knitting whip that I'll chat about, and a book that I'm reading. So quite a bit of stuff to share today, and I guess we'll just jump right in. So my first one, and that is a big finish. I know a lot of you have been following this one for a couple of years now. I think I started this during the pandemic. So it's called The New Normal from Long Dog Samplers, and I have finished it. Oh, I'm so happy. This one is done. So I stitched this one on 18 count Aida, antique white, and it's with 3 colors of Sulky thread, which I'll have listed in the description box below. And this one is actually a monochromatic piece, so normally it would all be in one color, but I've done it a little differently, where everything that is like a little accent, like these things, or like down here, I've just done it in the lighter color, and then I did all of the animals in a variegated color, like the elephant here, and then all of the circles in a darker green color. And just with my initials here, that was very challenging in the negative with that script, and then the 2026 date. So, oh, I'm just so happy. I love the little seashore scene that runs across the bottom. Kind of ties it all together. Yeah, I really love this piece. And as you guys know, if you've been here before, you know that I love Long Dog Samplers. So this is a favorite for sure. And just nice to have that done. It was my oldest whip at this point, so very happy to have this one finished, and that will be going off to the framers. So just one more look at it. If you guys want to take a screenshot or anything for the different colors, I'll try and get in as close as I can. And there you go. Yep, Long Dog Samplers, New Normal. All right, so that was it here, and then I have, oh, my smaller one. This is the first, shockingly, this is my first mill hill that I've ever finished. So I have a bigger one called the Canoe that's ongoing. I still just need to get the beads done. The stitching is done. But this is my first finish of a mill hill. So it actually turned out quite nice. I love all the beads. And I just turned it into a little magnet. I cut out a piece of felt and stuck it on the back with the magnet that came with the kit. And love this one. It just sits on my fridge. So super cute. So this is actually one of my Whip Go calls for March, I believe it was. But I'll go over that in the challenges section. I have all of my stuff written down for March. But this was one of them, was to stitch and finish this. So that's all done. There we go. So now we can go into some of the whips that I've been working on. So if you remember from my last Flosstube, I am working on the Blackbird Designs Garden Club series. So this one is almost finished. There's 12 patterns, and I've decided to stitch them all together with the called for threads. I actually had a question about this one because as you can see here, like the colors are very vibrant in this compared to the pictures on the front cover. So these are the called for threads. It's just the way the dye lots are today, I think they're just much brighter. So yeah, I really, really love this one. I started number 12, so this one hopefully will be a finish by the time I see you guys again. This is number 12, and this is where I am. I don't have the color for the house, so I still need to, I don't know, maybe substitute, dig that out. This is the sarsaparilla color, I think Gentle Arts, but so this one is actually in 2 pieces. I'll put a picture here of what it's going to look like when it's all done. But it's in 2 pieces, so just like this one up here, sorry, I'm all over the place here. It comes in 2 charts, right? So it's just like this one where it's 2 different charts that you stitch. This one over here is the same. So this is the top one. It just has a house and an urn with the bird, and then the bottom one has 3 bouquets of flowers that I'll be putting in. So this one should be a finish for my next Flosstube, I hope. Yeah, this one is on track to be finished by the end of March. This one was my birthday start from a year and a half ago. So in July it would have been 2 years old. So it's about a year and a half old-ish. Yeah. So I just took my time. I really loved finishing these. They're just beautiful. And it's stitched on 32 count Lugana. And this is a piece that's actually a pretty good representation of the color. This is a piece of hand dyed by Rolanda, and I don't believe that there was a name on this one when I picked it up. If you go to her Etsy store, I'll have a link below, you can see her fabrics are fantastic. She's out of Ontario, so one of my favorite places to get 32 count Lugana for sure. It's just so soft. I don't know how she treats it, but it's beautiful. Okay, so we'll keep going. This one here this is what it'll look like when it's finished. This is called Bonded by the Rain, a Leonid Afromov piece. And in this one, I stitched over here. I don't know if I had that done for the last Flosstube or not. I pulled this one out. I was like, oh, I don't remember if I stitched on this one. I think I put in some more coming down this corner, but really love this piece. This one here is actually my oldest whip now. And it will be my focus full coverage piece until it's done. So I really, really, really want this one finished. It's the Bonded by the Rain Mini Max Colors. So you can see the way the confetti, it's not really a joy to stitch on, to be honest. It's one I started a long time ago on a piece of 18 count Rustico that I just got from Michael's. So it's not on the Zweigart soft fabric. It's crunchy, it's brown. Not loving it, but I'm not starting over. So I'm just going to keep going. This is about the halfway point. About, let's see where I have it gridded to. Yeah, right to here is halfway. So, you know, I think I'm about 25%-ish done on this one. Yeah, I really love the colors. I love the way that's turning out. Yeah. So I would like to be able to do, I don't know, 100 stitches a day or a thread a day or something just to keep motivated on this one in April, but we'll see how that works out. Best laid plans and all. All right, the next one is that I've been working on is a long dog sampler. It's the Fisher King. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is where I am. So since you saw it last, I put in, this is an ostrich with a bird on its back running, so I put in that little bit. I have a bunch of fill-in to do here, and I'm just leaving those pockets because we'll be driving back to Edmonton in April, and I'm just gonna sit and stitch all those in. And I would like to get the knife and the fork and the spoon in here. I really like that about this project. So this one has a lot of stitches. It's about 800, oh my lord, 80,000 stitches. So I'm doing this one, you know, thread at a time here and there, but I really, really, really love it. And that one, oh sorry, let's see, it's on 18 count Aida, and a lot of my monochromatic pieces for Long Dog I put on that because this is like my insomnia stitching. This is like the easy, calm, love, love, love to stitch it. Just easy stitching, and yeah, that's why I tried on that. This one is just on a white Aida, and it's stitched with 823 was the color in DMC. All right, the next thing, I'm flying right along here. So the next thing that I worked on was my new, hold this over, my new full coverage piece. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And it's a Stitches So Beautiful pattern off of Etsy. And right now I'm trying to stitch in some kind of a frame. So this is going to be all of the 939, the 823, the 310. Those are all really big colors. There's about maybe 8,000 of each of them. So I'm going to put in all of those dark colors and then have a framework to build around for the rest of the pattern, and then I can jump all over the place with the lesser numbers. So yeah, that one I think will be pretty cool. It's got a nice sunset will come in here, and then there's an elk standing here, like as you can see from the picture. Yeah, this is really, really pretty. So I started that one in just early March. And I did have two new, oh, this was on 18 count Aida as well, with all the called for DMCs. I did have two new starts. I'm trying to do 2 starts a month, like as I'm finishing things, because in January and February and March, I have actually finished quite a few of my older projects. I've been really focused since August on just finishing things that I had started, and then try to start some, you know, another full coverage that I really like, but I really want to get through some of my smaller pieces that I have as well. So I started this one. It's Tawny Modernist. It's the Folk Art Sampler. And my husband and I actually went on a couple of overnight, on a hike for a couple of nights to go into the Elk Lakes cabin, the hut for the Alpine Club of Canada, over this past week. And it was a beautiful hike, and we just enjoyed it so much. So this was something that I started while I was just sitting around the fire in there to kind of commemorate our trip. And so far I only have this little bit done of her apron. That's where I am. It's on 32 count antique white Lugana, and just using the called for DMCs. So very happy with that. I don't know if anybody has been hut camping before, but it gets dark very, very quickly in those huts, and you're kind of working by the light, just from your headlamps or sometimes candles, or they had a couple of solar lanterns in there. We had another lantern turned on. So, and the fireplace is going, of course. So it's beautiful, but it's not conducive to cross-stitching after dark. So we went in, we hiked in, and had dinner, and then basically I knit by the fire the first night because I couldn't see the cross stitching, and then the next day I managed to put in that little bit and just get it started while I was in the hut. But I'll put a few pictures here for you guys while I'm chatting. But then the next afternoon I did manage before it got dark to, when we got back from our midday hike, to get that done. So yeah, very, very happy with that. So that was one start. The second start is another long dog sampler, and it is called The Token. And this one again is monochromatic on 18 count Aida. And you'll notice most of my projects is on 18 count Aida or 32 count Lugana or 40 count. That's the 3 that I tend to go between, and it depends on the type of project and the stitching that I want from it, because this, I really debated on putting this one on the 32 count Lugana, but I actually enjoy stitching it more on the Aida for this one. So and it's actually stitched with the 115 DMC, which is now being discontinued very, very sadly. It's my favorite red, so I need to stock up on those. Yeah. Love, love, love this. And this one is going to be for Paolo and I, just to put our dates and initials and everything on it. I'll have a picture here, obviously, of what it looks like when it's finished. So this was a new start for March as well. Very happy with that one. Love, love it. And, oh, I gotta move my coffee. Sorry, guys. Ugh. There we go. And the other thing that I have been working on is my Elliana. So you're probably wondering what these papers are. Just give me a second. I didn't take this off of the Q-snap because I had to wrangle it in there. I'm at the beading, so I still have her foot to finish here. And because that's 1/1, that's taking me some time. I need the proper lighting and the right brain mode to be able to do that. But this is a Mirabilia. It's called Princess Elliana, and it is stitched on the called for fabric, which is Peaceful Purple from a Witchelt fabric. And it's all the called for DMC and beads. I'm very, very happy with this. So as I'm beading, you're probably wondering what these little pieces of paper are. I can show you here, see if it can focus in. So what I've done, I've taken two-way sticky dots, and they are like this. I just got them off of Amazon, and I don't know, 10 bucks for 40, I think it was, something like that, on Amazon.ca. I don't know what it would be for the States for you guys, probably a little bit cheaper. And these are sticky dots. So then I just wrote, they're reusable over and over, and then I just wrote the number of the bead on here and the symbol that requires, and then shook the beads on there. And I just stuck it on with my magnet needle winders. So this one can be used over and over. Obviously, you just scratch it off and refill it. But then I have all of my beads that I'm working on, just real handy. So I don't have to keep going back and forth to the thing, and you just pick them off one by one. I will say that these things are super sticky when you first start using them. Right now, they're probably just right. They're more like the bead, what's that one that everybody uses? Bead mate, or you guys are probably screaming it at me. But anyway, yeah, I just put the needle in and then kind of put my finger over it and then pull up so that it stays onto the needle. I had a few that are just like, phew. I was sweeping up beads for a little while, but until I got the hang of it. But yeah, so this is Elliana. I've got all the beads done across the bottom. Again, I need to do her foot. And I'm working my way up through here right now, and then I'll come across the top with all the beads that come in her hair and put in the back stitching on her face. And oh, I'm just in love with her. Like so in love with her. You can see how many beads are in there already. It's a lot. Like, the beading is substantial in this project. It took me, I think, 3 full days of stitching, of my stitching time to just do the beads on this one. And I'm loving it. It's so fun. So fun. So that's where Elliana is at. Again, I'm hoping that she will be a finish by the end of March. So that's everything that I have been working on over the last couple of weeks since I saw you guys last. Oh, I didn't say the date. Sorry, it's actually March 20th today. So it's a Friday, and I'm hoping to be able to get this uploaded tonight. I do have a couple of things for kits that I would like to share with you guys, and I will maybe stop and clean all of this up, and then I'll come right back and I can have it all set up for you guys. Okay, hold tight. Okay, so plans for 2026. So let's see, I have right now, I think with the 2 finishes there, I think I have about 16 whips all together, because I did start those other 2 new ones. So I'm around the 16, 17 mark. I don't mind having up to 20, 24, something like that. So I want to finish some of these and then start more. So these are not things that I will be starting all at once, but it's the things that I have kitted that I'm really interested in doing. So I'd like to hear from you guys. You know, what's your favorites out of this? What would you like to see stitched? And some of these I haven't seen a lot of other people stitch, so maybe that's kind of a nice way to just get to see how something comes together. So of course my heart lies with Blackbird designs. I love them. I have a lot of long dog samplers because I use them as my meditative when I'm stressed out, when I can't sleep. I love long dogs, but my heart really is with the the Blackbird designs. So that said, this is the one from last year's release. Look, that came out from market was the Sweet Birds Sing, and this is the little pin keep roll, and it is beautiful. So I have been committing to try and use my my stash because I have a lot of stuff. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. And I have done a conversion for what I will be stitching it with. Sorry, I'll peel off this piece of paper here. This is what it is, if anybody would like that. So anything with a tick mark by it is what is called for. And then I substituted the other ones. So if it has an arrow across, that's the substitution. So you guys will have it there. And I'm actually stitching this on a piece of Vanilla Bean from, I will be stitching, from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. It's a size 32 count. And then these are the threads. So I stayed close to it for what was called for, but really just tried to brighten it up a little. So these are the colors that I'll be stitching it in. So yeah, you guys will get to see that come together with a bit of a different conversion, but really, really like this one. I think this is the one that I probably will start once I'm done the Garden Club series, but this one is definitely high up on the list. This one, as you can see, is a favorite book of mine. It's called The Heart Remembers. I don't store it like this, but I just put it in this way so that you guys, so it was easier to show for you guys. Let's see, so the first one is, I don't want to show any of the patterns, let's get this covered up, is Remember Me. It's just called Basket of Memories. So this is a nice little small. And I still haven't decided on the thread yet for this one. I picked out this, but I don't think it's going to show up well enough on this fabric. I would like for it to pop off a little more. So it may be some version of tone on tone, but maybe a little bit of a darker color. This one is called Lemongrass. I think it will work in this fabric, but we'll see. This is a piece of hand-dyed fabric that I picked up while we were in Italy and visiting a couple of years ago, visiting my in-laws, and this is one of the pieces of fabric that I got. So I would really like to put that remembrance piece on here, but I think I need a bit of a darker color green. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. This one is kind of faded out in the picture, like it is a really faint color in comparison to the fabric. It even shows up brighter on the camera than it is here. But so I'm still deciding on the thread for that one, but that one's a little Remember Me piece. This one is also a conversion piece. It's called Anniversary. Happiness to you, dear friends. Oh my goodness, hang on. Sorry, I need to pick this up differently. And then I'll be able to show you. Hopefully all of it together. Sorry guys. All right, and this is the fabric and threads. I'll do that first. This is the colors. This is a conversion. And this is the conversion here, that if you want to see what that is. Again, the tick marks are they're called for, and that's what I've converted in, just to use up some of my stash. And then this is the finish piece. So I really like that. I like the birds, and I don't think I have the right color for the birds yet. I'm still kind of looking for that to get a nice variegated blue. I didn't have anything in stash that matched that. So I may actually pick up the right color for those, because that's such an impactful piece, right? Really, really love that. So I'll make that for Paolo and I. Yeah. And, ooh, okay, keep moving here. This one, and then the next one was, it fell out. This one here called, I'm not going to show anything there, Forget Me Not. Now, I really like this pattern, not too fussy on the pinks and blue pastels. So I've actually done a conversion for this one as well that is going to be more like this. So it's all darker greens, deep pinks and roses, and a really nice dark brown. So I'll pull this out for you. This is going to be on 40 count, and it's a Tyco, and it's a piece of Picture This Plus. I got this from Traditional Stitches the last time I was there. So this one will be more in these types of colors, and I have the conversion for this one, but I don't have it here with me. So if you need the conversion for this one, just let me know and I can send it to you. So again, sorry for the crinkling. I gotta put this back together. I'll never piece it together again. It's this one here, the Forget Me Not, but then in these colors. Ooh, this is not very good, guys. Sorry. Forget Me Not and these colors. Yeah, so it'll be nice and rich and dark. I really like that. And that can go away. And the next Blackbird one that I want to stitch is this smaller one, and it's called My Heart Is Home, and this is just with the called for colors. I love those. There's 4 in this series, the Tender Heart series, and these 2 are the 2 that I've picked to do this time. Stitch by stitch, mending my heart. That's so cute. So I have those all kitted, and I have a piece of 32 count vellum that I will be putting those on. Yep. And let's see. The next one is from the book In Friendship's Way by Blackbird Designs. So this is also another favorite book for the little strawberries. I absolutely love them. And again, I'm going to brighten these up a little bit. So this one, woo, okay, hang on. How do I do this without showing the pattern? There. So this one's Mildred Strawberry. So I'm going to be doing that one, but then in these 2 colors of Roxy Flosco. I love the blue. It is Deja Blue and Roses Are Gold. So that one will be very pretty. And then I already have one of these finished at home. And this one is called JJ Strawberries. So again, a great picture of it, but it's two birds with the, yeah. Anyway, I'll be doing that in Trail Dust and Tart from Roxy Flosco. Yeah, very happy with that. So then I'll have a set of 3 or 4 different ones for strawberries, just to put in a little bowl. I'm very happy with that. And then, sorry, I'm kind of flying through this a little bit, but if there's anything you guys really like, just put a comment below and I can answer more questions or whatever. But that's what I've picked so far for Blackbird Designs. There is a new book that came out at market that I will be getting, and it's a lot of like Remember Me, I believe, patterns. So I will be looking through those and comparing them against the ones that I have in here, but I haven't pre-ordered, so I'll get it from the store when I get over there the next time. This next part is, I love this book. So Cross Stitch in the Forest by Max Pigeon, by Pigeon Coop Designs. So I absolutely love this book. I think I could stitch everything in it. And I'm super excited that you can now pre-order his new book that's coming out in September. That is Cross Stitch the Ocean, I believe it's called, but it's all an ocean themed one. So can't wait to get that. Definitely pre-ordering. But the one that I'm really looking forward to stitching first, oh my gosh, this mess, will be the Fox and Butterflies. I love the colors in this. So I have it kitted, ready to go. And this is just how I kit things up for small projects. I don't know how you guys do it. I have a master set of DMC, so just take a piece of fabric. I'll make a working copy of that pattern, and then I put like Fox and Butterflies, Pigeon Coop book, page 75 on the back, because if you've ever made one of these and then you can't identify what it goes with, then you understand why you start to label them. But I just take a sample of each of those DMCs and then put them on a little card with the numbers, and then this goes in. So then I don't have to pull out bobbins and all sorts of things. So I just kit my projects that I want to do like this. The next one that I'm interested in doing in this book is called the Rowdy J. Oops, right there. Love this one. The blues are so pretty. So pretty in this one. Very, very nice. So I'll do these as a set. And then there's a third one that is the bear, called Winter Walk. That one, a few people have finished this one recently. I really, really like it. You know, living in Canmore, we have grizzly bears, black bears, elk, you name it, and wolves, wolverines, it's all here. So, really, really love this. It reminds me of walking through the woods. Yeah, love it. So that's the 3 that I've picked out so far for this book, but I will be doing more for certain. I think there's a caribou one as well on his website that's not in the book, but would go really nicely with that that bear one. So I'll be probably looking at that as an option too. Okay, so I have Mill Hill is where I'll move next. So I have a lot of Mill Hill kits. I really actually enjoy stitching them. So as you can see, this is my first one, but it certainly won't be my last. I really, really like them. So I'll show you some of the ones that I have picked out to finish over the course of the next year. This is just a pile that I'll pick from of which one I'm in the mood to do next. But I would like to have a small Mill Hill going like this all the time. They're very handy for car stitching, appointments, anything like that. They're very small. So the next one I'll make is the Vespa, the scooter. Just, you know, with Italy in our blood now. My husband is from Italy, so it's just very sweet. I think I'll make this one and take it to my mother-in-law the next time we go for her fridge. So I've got that one all kitted out, I've got everything ready to go. So this is the one I'll be starting because I just finished the seagull. So you'll see this as a new start in my next video, I hope. I'll just go through some of the kits that I have here. And if you have any favorites and ones you'd like to see stitched next, again, just leave it in a comment below and maybe that'll be the one I do next. So this one is called Little Chickadee. One of my favorites. I love it. Love, love, love this one. It's in the Winter Holiday series. This one is called Honey Pot. And it's from the Autumn Harvest collection. Really like that. This one is the Canada Goose. I love this guy. Again, that Winter Holiday collection. And this one is from Autumn Harvest. It's called Red Cap Mushrooms. So my stepdaughter Anna loves mushrooms and things like this, so maybe I'll make that for her. Very cute. Spring Bouquet. This one is called Folk Art from the Spring Bouquet collection. Really like that one. And very, very pretty. I think I still have some more of these at home in Edmonton, but these are the ones that I have here. That'll be part of what I'm picking from. So the Spring Bouquet collection. This is the floral bird cage. This is really pretty done. I've seen it finished. It's very, very colorful, very pretty. Yeah, and lots of beads. So I love that. Yeah, that one. And then Autumn Harvest, American Pie. I love making apple pie from scratch. So this is one of my things that I just like to have for my fridge. I love, love, love apple pie and cherry pie and blueberry pie. Any pie. So there we go. Autumn Harvest collection. This is the otter. I really like this, how he has the little gem, the little shell with him. That's very cute. And then it's this one. It's the bee. I've seen this finished as well. This is called Honey. And I actually have a gnome coming from Embroidery Marketplace in Calgary. That will also be in this pile. This one is part of the, I don't know what series this is. I can't read that. Let's see if it's on the back. Oh, Laurel Birch. Sorry. I love these. So I have, I had another one like this, but I gave it to Anna to stitch because she loves cross stitching too. So that's my stepdaughter. So I really, really like this one. It's called Ocean Goddess. Anything to do with the ocean. Love, love, love. And there we go. So those are the mill hills that are all in the pile that, you know, they may not all get started this year, but that's okay. We'll keep moving through them. I can keep picking. And yeah, I just like to have one going all the time. These are some of the small to medium sized projects I would say that that I've really liked. This one is kitted, all ready to go. And it's hands-on design, wild salt air. It says I dream of the sea and the wild salt air. And then you can make the little spool and the pin cushion, a little bag. It's very cute, but I'll start with this one for sure. That's very cute. Love it. And this was a market release from last year, I believe. Heartstring Samplery, an ode to libraries. It says the very existence of libraries affords the best evidence that we may yet have hope for the future of humanity. I know, things are crazy right now, guys. I don't know how everybody is coping with the state of the world right now, but I just want to send so much love to everybody, and it's just crazy. I won't get into it, but I don't know. It's a state of anxiety every day almost, really. Wondering what the heck is going to happen here. But anyway, I would love to start this one. I have it all kitted up, and I did make a couple of substitutions, one that I'm not quite happy with yet. So when I get it nailed down and I start this one, I'll share the substitutions with you, because again, I was trying to use stash. So I think there's 5 colors that I'll be substituting that I didn't have. But there you go. I want to start that one. This one is an oldie but a goodie. So it's a Teresa Kogut Wilbur. This just puts one big smile on my face. So I have a piece of Tyco I believe it is, at home that I want to use for this. It almost perfectly matches the background color of this one. It's all kitted and ready to go, but the fabric is in Edmonton. So this one won't be a start until at least the middle of April, but yeah, this little guy just makes me happy, and Paolo likes pigs, so that's one for him. This one is the Seasonal Courier, the Blue Jays Summer. Hopefully you can see that okay. By Robin Pickens. And again, I just love the colors in this. Look how vibrant. Just so, so, so beautiful. And again, just going to be on a piece of 32 count antique white. The only place that there's white in this pattern is within the Blue Jay, so it won't hurt. And then there's some little dots that go up the side here that are white, but I'll substitute it in for something else, yellow or something. Maybe this one here. Yeah. Anyway, love, love, love this pattern. The colors, I saw it stitched up at Stitch and Stash, a retreat that's hosted by Jean every June at the West Edmonton Mall. If you're interested in that, look it up on Facebook. I believe that everything is sold out for this year, but it doesn't hurt to join the wait list. So, yep, Blue Jay Summer. So that one is definitely higher on the list. I love it. And then Paolo gave me this one for Christmas. So it says Float Like a Butterfly. He actually went to the Stitchy store and chatted with the girls and picked this out and fully kitted it for me with all the DMC and some fabric. Very impressed. Good job, Paolo. So, yeah, I was very, very surprised when I opened this on Christmas. Float Like a Butterfly, so that's Plum Street Samplers, just called Float. I'll definitely be starting that one, because it was just so kind of him to go and get that for me. Now, it wouldn't be plans if I didn't have Mirabilias all kitted up and ready to go. I have about, I would say, close to 20 different projects that I have kitted already that I have for Mirabilias, but these are 2 of my favorites, absolute favorites. I want to do this one to commemorate our trip to Japan back in 2020. So we managed to squeak that in just before everything locked down, actually. This one's called September Sapphire Fairy. Yes. I would love to stitch this one. So this one, as soon as the Cathedral Woods Goddess is finished, this is the one that I will be starting. And this one is Ophelia. And this feels like my life right now. There's something about this that just resonates with me, that carefree and take it as it comes. That's, yeah. And this is stitched on a piece of, I believe it's called Laurel. Yeah, Laurel linen, 32 count, the called for fabric, and I can't wait to stitch on that. So this is one that will be started this year. Love it. So those two, I'm making a little pile here. I'm hoping it doesn't crash over. This one is called Swallows. Sorry for the crinkling. I'm going to lay down the kit. But it's an RTO kit. This is the first RTO kit that I've ever had. I would love to start this. It finishes up, I think, it's about a 12 by 12 square. So it came with a piece of fabric that I wasn't happy with. So I'm actually going to go from the 14 count that it came with, I think it was 14 count, down to an 18 count so that it becomes a little bit smaller. I like stitching my full coverage 2/1 on 18 count Aida. And this one is to celebrate Laura's 50th birthday. So hi, Laura. I hope you're watching. Yeah, so this one I still have not started it because I was so focused on getting my lighthouse done. But I do want to do this to commemorate her 50th birthday last year, and I will be starting it for her. She has, go over and check out her channel. She has the bird finished in the middle, and it is beautiful. Like, the colors are just beautiful. So this one is a bit of an older kit, I believe, because it didn't come with the little thing for Saga. So I'm actually downloading the Saga app. I'll learn how to use that because I haven't used it before. And I emailed them. You have to email them. It's on their website. But email them the picture of your kit and all the materials and everything to prove that you have it. And then they will send you the Saga file digitally. So I will be able to stitch this in a digital app. I just need to learn how to use the Saga. So Laura, I might be reaching out to you for a tutorial because you're really good at it. But yeah, so I'll be starting this one sooner than later. I'm really keen on getting this one going. I have 3 more. So this one is a Teresa Kogut called Seaworthy. I really, really, really love this. I picked up this piece of fabric to stitch it on. It is called Tidal by Picture This Plus. It's a piece of 28 count. I'm still debating if this is the right piece of fabric for this. I'm in no rush to start this one. It's quite a bit of stitching, and I would like to get some of my summer Quaker done before I start this one. So this one might be a summer start for me, maybe for my birthday or something like that. And of course I would put in the Canadian flag there. My friend has a conversion for that. So yeah, so this one, I'm very, very happy to give that one a go. Love it. And the other two, I'll have to put in a picture here of what it will look like. I have it kitted just with this little thing here. It's an ink circle. It's called Metamorphosis, and I did my own conversion for this. So I've just done the rainbow colors and made DMC blends, so it'll look like variegated rainbow colors for those. So pretty excited to try that. I've had this kitted for the better part of 3 years and have not started it for one reason or another, and would really, really like to get this going. So at some point this year, that will be one that I'll just do as 6 or 7 different smalls. I think it's 7, yeah. The next one that I have kitted, and I only have the pattern here for this. My original is back in Edmonton, so I'll put a picture of what it'll look like here. It is from Hands On Designs, and I've just got my working copy here. It's called Gather Together. So I will be stitching this one. I have everything kitted here for it. This is all the DMC, super pretty. This will probably be a fall start, you know, in September when I'm hiking. It's a really nice small, so I'll be taking that with me. I have a piece of, oh my gosh, what's this called? Ariosa Aviosa, different type of fabric. This is very, very different. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. My friend Charlene from the Grateful Thread dyes this. It almost feels like a textile. It's very different. It's very uneven. So I'm wondering how that's going to work out. But I love the color because it's this beautiful, well, it's not capturing it properly, but it's a really pretty green. And I want to try it. So I've put that in, and then as a backup, I just have a piece of raw linen in a 46 count that I would like to try something on 46 count. So I'm, sorry, one of these will be just a different type of fabric for me. And again, this is from Charlene from the Grateful Thread. So it will either be this one, or maybe both. Maybe I'll stitch both and just see, stitch it twice and see how I like it. But I've kind of coined those two pieces of fabric for trying something different with those. And that's one that I have here with me anyway. I do have a few more things in Edmonton. Maybe there's another Mirabilia. There potentially could be the Sting Like a Bee. That would go as the second part of this one. Sorry. And yeah, there's a few others that may sneak in, obviously. It's just, you know, new things get released and whatever. But for now, this is the pile that I have in front of me. If you have any favorites, for sure, please let me know what you like. And we'll see what we end up starting. So I'm going to clean this up and I will be right back. Okay, so if you're new here, hopefully that gives you just maybe a little taste of what I like to stitch. And I'm very eclectic in my stitching. I am all over the place, from log dog samplers to traditional samplers. So you will see a big variety here. Anybody that's new, you know, certainly welcome, and I hope you enjoy seeing my stitching this year. I will share my knitting. I've started another pair of socks. So normally I don't share a lot of knitting on this channel. I have 3 or 4 things that I'm going right now for knitting, but I always usually have a pair of socks going because I love knitting them. So this is the pattern from Crazy Sock Lady. I'll put it here what the finished pattern looks like. And it's the 9-inch, the vanilla sock pattern on 9-inch circulars. So I knit everything from the cuff to the leg to the heel turn, the gusset, all of it on the 9-inch circulars. So I never have to switch my needles. So far I have the leg stitched of this one. It's pretty bright yellow color. And then I just switched over because I like to do both at once. I don't want to get in this sock island where I have one done and then I have to go back and start over again. So I like to progress them at the same time. So this is the starting of the second sock. So there we are. This is what I got done while we were in the cabin and basically in the dark. So I'm impressed that it actually sort of turned out. This is what happens to your wool when you take it backpacking, if anybody is curious. So this was nicely all balled up, and it ended up just in an absolute mess. So, but this is the color. So I'll show you the next time. I'll have it rewound and it'll look a little better than this, but these are the colors that are in that variegated threads. And this one is from Ancient Arts Yarns. So if you haven't heard of these guys, oh my God, it's my favorite wool ever. So Ancient Arts Yarns, they're out of Calgary. It's a husband and wife team, and this one is called The Bee's Knees. And sorry, I really can't see that well. There you go. And it's in their Sock NATO fingering weight yarn. And I think it's about probably $35 Canadian for a ball. It is 80% superwash fine merino and 20% nylon. So that nylon will actually give you a better wear on your socks, obviously. So it's 385 yards or 350 meters, 3.5 ounces and 100 grams. So It's made in Italy and then hand dyed here. So it's very, very nice. Ancientartsfiber.com is the name of their thing, and I'll link them below. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful business. Just, I have so much of this wool. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is what I make all of my socks out of. And they wear a long time. Like I've had a couple of pairs now for a couple of years, and they just still good as new if you wash them properly. So very nice. Okay, so I want to show you basically how I'm keeping track of all of my stitching, and I'll show you my little binder that I use. So this one, this is my go-to binder. I actually have another book, a journal that I keep in there. I just do some writing. So both fit in here, but this is where I keep my stitching. So then, and you open it up, there's a place for little stickers, just, you know, reminding myself to breathe deep and that I got this. It has all of this lining inside, and then I just put one of these Cambridge notebooks in here, and this is what I use to keep track of my stitching. A lot of people have the book of days. I haven't tried that yet. I might, but I really like using my binder because I use this for other things as well. So I always have this with me. And then I'll show you what I have been doing. This is a little bit, it's not the neatest, but it's, you know, it's how I've done it for now. April will probably look a little bit better. But this is my Whip Go board for 2026. So I have completed my Whip Go from January, February, and March. So I'm up to date, but when I get into what I'm doing here, I'll show you. I'll talk a little bit more about what those were. This is how I'm keeping track of my challenges that I'm doing for March, and I'll go over those with you in a second. And again, this is some of the other challenges that I'm doing. So I just got those written down. And I've really, really enjoyed that. I got some Flosstube notes for today, and then that's it. So how I go about this, at the beginning of the month, obviously in a couple of days here, we'll get our Whip Go calls for April, and then I just make a note of it in here. So this one here, this top one, is a project of 100 stitches per day. So that's my stitch goal. I know I missed a few because we were away and I didn't have this project with me. So I do have 400 stitches to catch up on this one. And this was a start. So I'm just picking one a month, and that will be a focus project for 100 stitches a day. Then I have my Whip Goes for January, February, and March. These are the ones that were called for me out of my thing over here. And I do have all of those completed, and I'm just waiting for the April numbers. This next one is called 26 and 26 is a challenge. So from March 1st to 7th, I'll just put this down, I did complete my lighthouse in that one. So I'm trying to have a finish a week because I had a lot of projects that were really almost ready to be completed. March 8th to 14th, I completed the new normal. And March 15th to 21st, I will be completing number 12 in my garden series, which will be a full finish for that whole project. I haven't designated anything for a finish for March 22nd to 28th yet. In that week, I'm still going to look through my current whips, and maybe it will be just a start and maybe a finish of the stitching on my Mill Hill project. I'll try for that. And then March 29th to 31st, I just said catch up. So really between the 22nd and the 31st, I probably could have that Vespa Mill Hill done. So maybe that will be what will fit in there. Just trying to have more finishes this year and do a focus on not letting my whips get up to 38 again, because that's just too much for me to manage, especially with some of the bigger projects that I do. So yeah, so just kind of doing more of a focus on working on my whips. I have a stitch spotlight. So this is something that Laura from Stitching by the Shore and a couple of her friends, I know Mary, and I forget, maybe Karen, the Stitching Owl, I think it's those three. They're doing the stitch spotlight. So I did that from March 6th to 8th, and then that's when they had it over the weekend. And I started the token, the red one that I showed you there from Long Dog Samplers, and I put in 2,436 stitches in it in that weekend. So that was really, really good motivation. I just stitched on that one for that weekend. It was fantastic. I loved it. Laura from Stitching by the Shore also has Monochromatic Monday. So on the 2nd, I stitched on the new normal. On the 9th, I stitched on the Fisher King. The 16th, I stitched on the token, because that was about the time that I had started, or I actually put more stitches into it. Sorry, on my Monochromatic Monday I count as 500 stitches. And then on the 23rd, coming up on this Monday, I'll be stitching on the Fisher King. And then the 30th, I'll be stitching on the token again, because those are all of my monochromatic pieces at the moment. For the little acorn cell for March, I am stitching that one. I didn't show it to you today, but I do have the first band almost finished, and I'm really looking to have a good portion of that second band done. So I haven't stitched on it in the last couple of weeks since I've seen you guys, so that will be a focus for the end of the month, is to hopefully put some more stitches into that. I want to have the first and second band done by the end of March. This is very aggressive because the second band is pretty big, so I don't know if I'll actually get it done, but we'll see. And then April 3rd and 4th, there will be for April, I want to do the 3rd and 4th band, and then May do the 5th band. So that's my goals for the little acorn cell. It will have to be a focus in order for those to be met, but we'll see. I'm just trying to catch up because I did not start it until March, whereas other people started it in November. Another challenge that I've really, really enjoyed is from Andrew the Runnish Stitcher, Whip Into Shape. Hi, Andrew. Hopefully you're watching. I've been tracking his steps, so I have 4 written down in here that I 5 that I still need to catch up on. I've done 3 of them so far, so there's lots of steps there to keep up with, but I will, as I'm going through my little acorns and the Monochromatic Monday, and maybe I can double dip a little bit just to get those finished. My focus piece for the Whip Into Shape was the Fisher King, so I'm putting, every time I pick it up, I'm putting those step stitches into my monochromatic Fisher King by Long Dog Samplers. I also had every week, I wanted to have a new start in the month of March. As I finished things, I wanted to start another thing. So from March 1st to 7th, I started the Mystery at Sunset, which I showed you earlier, and then the 8th to the 14th I started the token, and then the 15th to the 21st I started that folk art sampler up at the cabin, so up at the hut. That was super nice. So I have another one planned for the 22nd to the 31st. That may actually be my Mill Hill kit. I'll count that as my start for March, because I do have some bigger projects that I want to focus on, but we'll see. I've also done the I Spy challenge from Laura at Stitching by the Shores. Hi, Laura. And she has all kinds of things. Every month it comes up on her Facebook group. If you don't have that, she also posts it, and you can watch her her videos to get the list as well. So this is the I Spy from Laura, and it was 2 shades of green, so I stitched on the new normal for that one. I have almost all of these ones done. I have 2 left to do for March. And something that you would see in a park, I did the little acorns. One that starts with R, I did Bonded by the Rain. And stripes, I don't have anything with stripes right now that I'm aware of. Like, I know a lot of the Americans would probably be stitching all of their wonderful patriotic stuff right now, but I don't have anything. I have to really dig deep. So we'll see if I have something with stripes or start something. A Girl Scout cookie flavor, I did the new normal because it has mint. And a lucky object, I don't know either. There must be something in the Fisher King that would be a lucky object, but I'll have a look and see. A cat or a hat, the Fisher King again, because there was a bird with a hat in there. Something with seeds, so I did the Garden Club. In a poem, I did little acorns, and something springy, so I did Bonded by the Rain, because that has rain in it. So the other challenge that I'm doing is Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher. She puts out, from her Crafts and Books group, she puts out an acronym, and this month it was Daffodil. So for those, I've just assigned each, I won't go through all of them, but I've just assigned one to each of those based on their name or something that's in it, and I have 1, 2, 3 of the letters done, but the little acorns is 3 of the other ones that need to be done, so that will be a focus for the coming week. So hopefully I'll just get that done. The one that I will have to pull out, 2 that I have to pull out to finish this, is the Cathedral Goddess and Summer Quaker. So I'll have to put at least 100 stitches into those. So you'll see those 2 whips in the next video. So that is everything that I have for my challenges. I would like to say just a big heartfelt thank you for my last video and the welcome back to Flosstube. If you guys are new here, I did take about maybe a year break in between just for health issues. So that whole story is in the last video. If you want to see that, go back and watch that one. But I'm so grateful to be back in this community. Your comments were wonderful. I tried to comment back to everybody. Like I said, we've been away for a few days, so I think there's some that I still need to catch up on. But once I get this uploading, I'll go in and answer any questions or and leave a comment back for all of the other the comments that were still there unanswered. So hopefully you'll hear from me today. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are just such an amazing group of people, and I'm just so grateful to be part of the community. I do have quite a few Flosstubers that I've watched, so I want to give some of those guys a shout out. One is Erin Elizabeth, so I watched her Flosstube number 24. I don't know if that's her last one, if she's posted again, but it was Flosstube number 24, and she just celebrated her 40th birthday. So I wanted to say happy birthday to Erin. Super nice, and she has 2 more designs out that came for this is a little bit late, but it was for St. Patrick's Day. It's the Lucky You and the Lucky Goose, and they're both super cute. So go check out her video if you're looking for something to watch. She has them finished into little pillows, and she did the most genius thing. I can't wait to make them. For the pins that go into the pillows. It was a tiny, you can get those tiny embroidery hoops. So she just stitched a little motif from the pattern, put it into that little hoop, and then put that onto a pin to go into her pillow. It is so cute. Definitely go check that out. I took a screenshot of it, so hopefully I'll be able to replicate that. Love it. Another one was Catherine, the Needleberry Stitchers. I watched hers. She has a pink Santa, I think it's a Teresa Kogut, that she's stitching on this green dotted fabric. It was so pretty, so I definitely go check her out. Again, Beth, Steadfast Stitcher, I always watch her. A new Flosstuber that's out there. Her name is Natalie, and it's Sewing Room Secrets. So I've watched all of her videos. I think she has maybe 3 or 4 out now, something like that. Just super nice. She's from Ireland, I believe. Yeah, I wrote from Ireland here. I'm hoping that's right. Hi, Natalie. But yeah, I really enjoyed her videos. Crafty Emily, so she's in England, in the UK somewhere, I believe, and she is doing long dog samplers, but one with all beads. And it's fabulous. It's definitely worth going to check that out. If you like long dog samplers, she's your girl. I think she has 31 or 32 long dog sampler whips right now. So if you like those, she's the one to go and check out. Again, Laura, Stitching by the Shore. I've always watched her. She posts every Friday. Carmen from Cardamom Pins. She's back and high energy. Oh my gosh, I just love her videos. It's been a while since she posted, so go back over and show Carmen some love. Beautiful videos and lots to catch up on there. Kat from Kat's Cross Stitches. Yeah, Kat's Cross Stitches. She was new to me. I watched Flosstube number 4. Great videos. Again, Sarah's Stitching Spot. I always watch Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Absolutely love her videos. And Sally from Flossie Sews and Grows. Always watch her videos too. Just so nice. Her and Sarah from Sew Me Sarah. Just 2 beautiful ladies from the UK and Ireland. Just love watching their videos. They've been very dear to me for a long time, and I just want to say hi, ladies, and thanks for watching my other videos. Sherry from Just So Sherry, if you need a laugh, she's your girl. So it's just so fun. Every time Sherry posts, I watch her videos, and she does these Just So Sherry moments, and just so funny. I just love her. And she just finished her, oh my God, Snow Queen. Is that what it's called, from Mirabilia? In her last video, or second last video, I think. Go back and watch that to see. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Great job, Sherry. I loved watching you stitch that. And again, Elizabeth Ann can stitch. I always watch her. And she's moved into a new home and getting settled in a big new craft room. Yeah, congrats on the new home. And I think there's probably more, but that's what I made notes of for sure. Thanks for posting all of your videos, ladies. It's always nice. I know how much work Flosstube can be, and just appreciate the company over the last couple of weeks. It was really, really nice. Okay, so I think that's probably close to the finish. I did want to share this one thing about my plans and then everything that I have written down in my book. I forgot to throw this in earlier. So I went and picked up just a little notebook, and it's just a little tip if you're trying to keep yourself organized and you're in a ton of challenges and you know, like, what the heck do I have to do every day to keep up with some of this stuff? Because honestly, it can be almost like becoming a job if you have too many things that you signed up for, whether it's sales or challenges or whatever. So what I did, I went and got this little book from a bookstore, and every night before I go to bed, I would just write down the date. And my messy handwriting here is just scratching it down, probably 2 in the morning, of what I needed to do for which challenge the next day. So on the 6th for Spotlight, I had to do the token with 600 stitches, whip into shape. The Fisher King was 275. The little acorn cell, which I'm trying to keep up with, I wanted to finish. The first band, which I didn't yet. Bonded by the Rain for I Spy, so I wanted to do that the next day. And then the craft and book, letter I put in 100, and then I Spy, the cat or the hat, 200. So those are the things that I just picked out from my list that I wanted to have done based on when I said I would have it done, right? So this just makes your stitching super easy for what you just want to get done in the day, and it gives you that little check mark finished moment. So I really like that. So I've been doing that for the month of March, just keep writing those down, and that has really helped me keep track of everything. So I just keep that little book in with my portfolio, and that's it. One other little thing that I found that I have here, this is a little tin that I found over at the grocery store, and it's for holding a gift card. It's a gift card holder if you're giving it as a gift to somebody, but it's metal. So I picked up 2 of these, and I just made it into a little sewing kit to throw in my purse. So whenever I'm traveling, this thing stays shut pretty well, and it just has everything in here, like my little needle minder, a couple needles, seam ripper that of course we will never need, right? And a pair of scissors and my needle threader and a little clasp. So whatever I'm doing, this is all that I would need to be able to throw into a kit. So I have 2 of these made that I will just put aside, and then if I'm popping out the door, I can take my Mill Hill kit, this, and I have everything that I need to go in one little bag. So I really like that. It's magnetic, and I don't know who made them. A-Line Atlantic in Corner Brook, Newfoundland. Wow, that's pretty cool. So they're designed in Canada, and yep, so you can buy these little tins and make up a little sewing kit for yourself. I think it was $3, so it's pretty cheap compared to some of them. I did say that, and that's it for the stitching part of it, but I did say that I was reading a book. So right now I'm on The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson. This is a great book. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You know, it shows that you can, at any age, make an impact in the world. And it's about this elderly gentleman who, it's on his 100th birthday, and he lives in the old folks home, as he calls it, and he jumps out the window and goes on these huge adventures, and basically just does whatever he wants. You know, and he gets hung up with these different people, and there's people chasing him, and it's a joy to read, and it's set in Sweden. So, and it goes back and reflects over his life over the last 100 years and his family, and just a joy to read. So if you're looking for something, this is I'm really enjoying it so far. All right, so I think that's it for me today. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you liked what you see, like, subscribe, do all the things that we do for Flosstube. Please leave a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. I try to reply back to every single comment. I read everything. It's certainly, if you have any favorites for my 2026 plans, leave a comment below with which one was your favorite and what you guys are working on for 2026, or if you have any suggestions of things that I might like based on what I've shown you, just let me know. And yeah, I think that's it. Enjoy your weekend and happy stitching, and love you guys. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching and happy stitching.